Your GATE paper, I think the paper was heavily based on numericals. There were a lot of numericals, and the general aptitude was especially very easy. So you could have scored around 12 marks at least in your general aptitude. General aptitude was very simple, except the question on parallelograms, where they were given 4 parallel lines and 5 parallel lines intersecting each other, and you need to tell the number of parallelograms. That was quite tough. That was the only tough question I could find in general aptitude. The rest of the questions were very easy. There was, like I told you, heavy dependence on spectroscopy and molecular spectroscopy, especially. Organic spectroscopy, there were only 2 questions, which were very simple. So if you have been following my video, you would know those questions are very simple. One question was there where they described that, what is the J value or the coupling constant for a quadrate. So that was equal to 6 Hertz. You just had to take the difference between any two adjacent peaks and find out the value. It came out to be 6 Hertz. And the other question was on mass, where they had given, they told you to find the base peak for methyl heptanoate, methyl hexanoate, and methyl, octanoate. So it's a ester, and it's a typical question of McLafferty rearrangement. The answer came out to be 74. So these 2 questions were there from organic spectroscopy, and they were very simple. So if you actually missed out those 2 questions, you were definitely lacking on the preparation, because these were, the quadrate question was a repeated question, and McLafferty rearrangement you have seen. It has been asked in these in the exams these years. It was asked in your NET exam, and then McLafferty rearrangement is very common. You should have done it. It was pretty simple, the question. Overall, the question paper, I could say, was a little tough because of the numericals. Chemistry students in general do not practice numericals as such, and like I told you, there was a heavy dependence on pericyclic reactions. There were, I think, 3 or 4 questions based on pericyclic, and there was a question on carbene chemistry as well. So in all, it was quite a predictable paper. There was a question on commutators from quantum chemistry, and there was a question on overlap integral, which I have already discussed in my quantum chemistry videos. So yes, in all, it was a very predictable paper. Like last year, there was a heavy dependence on numericals, and I think the cutoff will remain around this this mark only, 26, 27, 28. Maximum it can go to 29. I don't think it is going to touch 30. That's what my prediction is. And I'll go and check the question papers once it's uploaded, and then I can give you a more detailed overview of the exam, right? So this was just like a mini review of the exam, and I hope all of you did well, and that's about it. Alright.